What's up, guys? It's Dorian. So, fair warning, as you can see on the screen, some stuff happened on Twitter, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And this is not a how to, this is not a review. This is, well, you can see what's on the screen. I'm one who likes to keep his cool. I don't like being disrespectful, but I also don't like being talked down to. I don't like being disrespected. And I'm not just going to stand here and let someone scold me like I'm some child. All right. So, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you would have probably seen what happened. And there was some other unrelated stuff that happened last week that I want to talk about as well. And here's the thing. I don't I don't do YouTube videos to tick anyone off. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to get people into interesting distros and using software that works well and something that you can, with very little knowledge, jump into, set it up, and it's good to go. I do understand the importance of being a developer. I understand it's busy work when you're running an organization or whatnot, but there's still a certain amount of respect that you should show, especially in public, especially online, in a place like Twitter, even. So, um, I was accused with my comments of being disrespectful for asking. I honestly don't think I was. It was a simple question to which I could have been told no. But so let's go to the tweets. So what happened here? Well, Mr. Brown was talking about an SDB on OpenSUSE that he's updated. As you know, I like OpenSUSE. I've done 3 videos on it, including getting NVIDIA Optimus drivers working. It does not work on Leap 15 though. And I did ask on the forum. I saw bug reports already about it. I've seen a lot of old stuff that doesn't apply now. I corrected a small error in their wiki, in fact, to get it running on Leap 15, but it still doesn't work. So I just asked a simple question while on the subject of the SDBs. Do you know of someone who can test and correct the entry for Bumblebee RE regarding Leap 15? The instructions still don't work. It needs an Optimus driver expert. So I basically just asked, do you know anyone who's got this working? You know, being in this organization and being at the top, I'm sure you deal with a lot of people who use a wide range of hardware. And, you know people who are good at different things. At work, if I don't know something or someone asks me something, I won't just turn around and brush it off and be like, no, I don't do that. Go away. No, no, no. That's not cool. I would say, no, I don't. Sorry. Or, oh yeah, Joe, he knows. Go talk to him. Or, I heard Bill was working on that. Or, yeah, there's something in the side, that on the side that I heard about that's, being worked on, being sorted out right now. But no. So, anyways, the response was, have you asked on the forum? And I wouldn't use Optimus with a 20-foot barge pole. So, okay, that's cool. But to me, that's like, yeah, okay, have you asked on our forums? Right. That's helpful. And I did. Um, then saying, that wouldn't touch it with a 20-foot pole. Like, no, that's garbage. I don't have time for that. Like, I don't know. It could have just said, no, but have you asked on our forums? That's all. Simple. So I said I did. And one reply from someone who got it working, installing a certain Intel video driver, which I'll try. They use a different processor, so we'll see what happens. And then my response to his not wanting to touch it with a 20-foot pole was that Optimus is more and more popular with laptops, so turning it away is turning away a lot of potential users. That's completely true. If your wikis are out of date and no one at the organization cares to make sure it's updated, make sure a certain piece of hardware works, why are you going to expect to have droves of people coming to help you to get this going? That kind of attitude is garbage to me. I know community driven distros are different because, yes, they're community driven and people come in, they come together, they figure stuff out and they post it online. But really, this whole thing just started with, do you know anyone? And okay, maybe it was off topic from the original tweet, but it's no reason to act like that. I don't think. Anyways, I try to be a nice guy. I try to help anyone when I can. I have helped many people on Twitter through DMs even and comments on YouTube. I've had people ask me how to do something and I turned around and I did a video on it, because if I know how to do it, or I'm like, yeah, I think so, I kind of figured that out before, but that was a while ago, so look into it really quick. Yeah, no problem. Do it up, do a video, post it up, make people happy. I don't benefit from it. I'm not doing Ubuntu how-tos and OpenSUSE and Manjaro how-tos on how to set things up because it benefits me in any way, because it doesn't. So anyways, the reply I got was, to quote from one of my retweets today, open source maintainer does not mean I implement your feature requests. You don't see Linus writing your patches for you, do you? Well, one, I didn't ask him to do anything. I didn't ask him to implement shit. I asked if he knew someone. So, A, that's jumping the gun a little bit, and comparing yourself to Linus, the creator and inventor of Linux, who wrote the kernel, that's a little odd. And then I'm not going to buy or use Optimus laptop just so I can help fix your bugs. Sorry. Well, it's not my bugs. I'm not the only person in the world who uses Linux and has an Optimus graphics card. Believe it or not, there are others. If you Google Optimus and any distro, you'll see lots of posts of people trying to get it going. You'll see a lot in the OpenSUSE forums. And in fact, there's one that I was using last night to try to reinstall OpenSUSE, try to fix it again, from someone who's using a Tuxedo laptop, which comes pre-installed with OpenSUSE, which they announced at the Leap 15 release or conference or whatever they did that they're promoting. But that laptop has an Optimus graphics card. There's two options in the BIOS. It's NVIDIA on all the time or switch it to hybrid. And of course, if you're using a laptop and you want battery, you're going to switch it to hybrid. But there's no support for it. So they promoted a laptop with their OS on it, but they don't support the hardware that's on it. So I don't know. That's a little weird to me. Anyways, so I thought that was pretty rude. Again, he could have just said, no, F off. I don't care. I'm not that thin-skinned, but I mean, that was just a childish response, in my opinion. And you know what? I really hate bad mouthing people. I don't like talking bad about people, but I'm not just going to sit there and go, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I don't care who you think you are. You can't just say what you want, especially if you represent some type of organization or something. You can't just say what you want. Anyways, so then I replied, I didn't ask you to do anything. I asked you if you know someone who's into NVIDIA driver development with OpenSUSE. No need to get snippy. And it's not my bugs, it's anyone with Optimus hardware trying to use your distro, which doesn't support it. That's all. And I thought that was, I don't know, it was bad. So, anyways, it led into a huge thing about how I was entitled. I was asking because I'm entitled. And then, well, a couple other people started chiming in too, but, important note, I'm not OpenSUSE, I'm an individual. People tweet me directly requesting information for help. They're not asking OpenSUSE, they're asking me. Okay, well, that's cool. But I thought the board that he's on was to act as a central point of contact, help resolve conflicts, communicate community interest to SUSE, facilitate communication with all areas of the community, facilitate decision-making processes where needed, initiate discussions about new project-wide initiatives. But I have the feeling, and he's even contributed to various aspects of the project, including supporting users on IRC, testing, and bug reporting. But I have a feeling this page is geared towards SUSE, so going upwards from OpenSUSE to SUSE, and not from OpenSUSE down to the community. So I don't think this applies to any of the end users who need help, who contribute or try to fix things. So I guess that's not a place to look for help. But yet, as he says he's not OpenSUSE, it turned into a huge thing where, apparently I was being disrespectful by asking that. And it's still on Twitter if you want to go read everything. But, and then you asked for help, you got help. Well, not really. Said to go to the forum, but that's cool. It could have ended there. And then I've left unanswered things on the forum. Well, I posted it at 8:30 or 8 o'clock last night. And then I reinstalled OpenSUSE and I did all the steps to reinstall the drivers. So yeah, that took a while. And then I went to bed. So then I had to get up and go to work today. So yeah, no, I haven't had a chance to go back to it. But, why should I spend my time looking to help you when you've already found someone assisting you? I didn't ask for help. I asked if you knew someone. And it's funny that there's the separation between OpenSUSE and individual. So yeah, in the thread where he said he is not OpenSUSE, he's an individual, contact the forums. I said, yep, I did. And again, it's not me and my hardware. Asked help, got help. Why should I spend time, and I'm reiterating again every time. I didn't ask for you to find someone. I didn't ask you to do anything. I asked you, do you know anybody? That's it. Again, could have said no. Trying to be respectful, don't know, nor care. No would have been more rude. Actually, no, it's not. I think it's rude you expect I should care about everyone else's hardware. I work on OpenSUSE to resolve issues, fix what they want. Yeah. And then getting mixed messages telling me to pick a thing. Either I didn't ask for help or that he should care about the common issue. Well, really, it's both. I would figure someone who's on the board of a distro would care. But again, I think the board's motives are different than what I thought and what you'd see on the page. And then I said, I've heard from many others that gave up. Yes, it's not his issue personally, but I hope that when there's a need, it can be addressed instead of ignored because of personal opinion. And I talked about how I did videos on getting Optimus working on Ubuntu 18.04, and I've also done it on OpenSUSE. So right here, this video that I did was installing the Optimus drivers on Ubuntu 18.04 with over 2,800 views. That was just a few weeks ago. Powering off hybrid NVIDIA GPU, which is the Optimus again. How to install OpenSUSE and fix the NVIDIA hybrid Optimus graphics problems. This is an old version of Tumbleweed. I posted a video how to get it working in Tumbleweed. Another video on OpenSUSE Leap. Another video on OpenSUSE Leap 15. Like 6,600 views. Obviously, I like OpenSUSE. I like what it's for. But no, don't ask for help. Don't ask for help. And then I'm scolded again like a child, saying, consider this. All the time talking to you as distracted from my day job where I should have been researching options for blah, 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 blah. What? That sounds like a personal issue to me. That sounds like a time management issue to me. Maybe you shouldn't be on Twitter at work then, since OpenSUSE and the individual on the Twitter account is two separate things, and I shouldn't mix them. So why is he mixing them? Maybe he shouldn't use his personal Twitter account then when he's at work at his day job. So I don't see how that's my problem. But anyways, so enough ranting. You can go on Twitter and read it all for yourself. I'm getting some help and some helpful messages from other people. I'm pretty much just going to drop the subject for now, but I want to get OpenSUSE working again with the Optimus graphics. I really do, because I know people like OpenSUSE and I know people have the Optimus hardware. So that's something that I will try to do. However, I don't know if I'm even going to do it today. I did reinstall OpenSUSE last night, but the whole attitude that I got for asking a simple question that turned into a huge fight really ticked me off. And I don't know. I mean, you guys can read it if you want to. It's online. Nothing's deleted as far as I know, not from my end anyways. So go ahead and read it. I mean, personally, I don't think I'm being disrespectful. I asked a simple question and then I was talked down to and had a tweet quoted about being like Linus Torvalds or something like that. I'm like, what? Anyways, I'm still on the fence, even as I'm recording this, about if I'm actually going to upload this, but I might. If I do, it might get deleted, but it's not the only drama that's happened. When I chose Manjaro, all right, so done. This part's done. So, am I going to try again with OpenSUSE? Yes. I will try to get it going, but honestly, doing the huge amount of work required to get it going at this point, I don't know how motivated I am to get it working, especially when I'm using Manjaro now and it works perfectly fine. It works exactly how it's supposed to. And it was literally one line that I typed in to get it going, which is how it should be. And Manjaro's not even backed by a company or anything. Okay, anyways, I'm done that now. So when I was deciding between OpenSUSE and Manjaro, I started getting all these tweets. This guy posting stuff about this team member of Manjaro and how he posts these images of, well, you can see. And then it started turning into a huge back and forth fight, which I guess a lot of it got deleted. A huge back and forth fight with this account which I ended up blocking. I unblocked it, but I'm going to block it again. Um, and then it turned out that the account was deleted and then recreated, and now this guy has a different account. I don't understand what happened. It happened in May, so you could see this account was just created in May, and so was this one. So I have a feeling this account was closed and then reopened because there were posts saying, the original one saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I just created this today. Maybe it's in the replies. No, they're gone too. So I don't know if this guy actually did own this once upon a time, and maybe it was the account was deleted and then recreated and filled with random stuff just to throw people off. I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, this is kind of a Oberon 2007. It's kind of a name that you don't just make up, that, is super common or anything. So I find that a little odd to me. And yeah, this account was created new. So I don't know what happened, but there was a whole bunch of stuff here about this guy, and looks like everything got deleted. But it was a big war that I was involved in. So I was getting all the notifications back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with them fighting. And then all of a sudden it changed to denial that it's a new account. So I don't know what happened there. And much like the current issue that I'm having now, it's not something that I enjoy, guys. If you're still watching this at this point, this is not the type of stuff that I like to get involved in. This is not why I'm on YouTube. I am on here because I love Linux and I have decades of experience to share, and there's a lot of people just getting into it now. There's a ton of distros out there. There's tons of software. I think it's really important for the distros, especially the major distros, to support this stuff. I mean, if a distro just turned around and said, no, we're not going to support, I don't know, i3 and i5 processors at all because I don't like them, and then just leave the community to figure it out. Be like, if you want it fixed, fix it yourself. Well, I know it's a free product, but I'm not going to pretend like there's no profit in it, like there's no money in it. Even though people volunteer to do things, once you get into a certain position and it goes on your CV, I mean, you're making something of yourself now. You have certain responsibilities. You have a certain public image. If you don't want to support it, just come right out and say you don't support it. But if someone asks you a question, if someone asked me a question on, and it happens a lot, if someone asks me a question about something I don't know about or that I don't like, I'll just say, no, sorry, never used it. Or, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And that's it. But I'm not going to turn around and say, you know what? I don't like that software and you shouldn't use it either. I think it's garbage. Why are you using it? It's not my job to fix your crappy software. Like, I don't know, the whole attitude behind it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I had to at least record this. I probably am going to upload it because it rubbed me the wrong way. And I really don't like attacking people. I don't want to attack anyone. But you can't talk to people a certain way. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the president of some company. I don't care if you're the president of the company that I work for. You don't talk to people like as if you're scolding them like children. I mean, come on. Anyways, that is the drama for today and for the week. The Manjaro thing happened a week or two ago. Yeah, it was a week and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, I'm not just going to let it slide completely. And to be honest, I didn't even get an apology. And honestly, that would have stopped me. That would have stopped me right there if someone's talking to me like that and I call them out. If they just say, "You know what? That was rude. Sorry." Cool. Right on. Buy you a beer and carry on. Let it slide. But couldn't even get that. Instead, it got worse. And then it started towards calling me disrespectful and calling me entitled. And I don't know what you guys think of me. I don't think I'm either of those things. I don't think I'm rude. I don't think I'm disrespectful. But I take offense when someone calls me that. So that's something that I just couldn't let slide. And that's why I had to record this half-hour video, 27-minute video on this. So that is that. And that's also something that I really couldn't express. This whole thing, this whole explanation and everything is not something that I could, sum up in a tweet or in a blog post or something. So I had to collect my thoughts a bit, sit down and discuss. And I hope I don't get accused either of, trashing anyone or anything, because I'm really just going over stuff that is publicly on Twitter. So it's not like I'm going through any DMs or any personal info or private conversations. This is all stuff that's public. So I really don't mind going over it again. And I just wanted to put it out there. So I hope you guys don't think any less of me or anything for doing this, but this was stepping over the line to me personally, and I just wouldn't take that. I'm not going to take that line down. So, anyways, that is that, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'd like to hear what you guys think. And yeah, that's it, guys. Try to have a good weekend. I know I will. It's going to be a little busy. Non-technical stuff that I have to do, some outdoor stuff I have to do, some repairs, and non-Linuxy, non-interesting things. But anyways, till next time, guys.